Hello and welcome to the first ever Lincoln Journal-Star High School Basketball Playground Draft. I'm your host, Luke Mullen, and I'm excited today because we've brought together some of the best boys and girls players from across the state in celebration of our upcoming high school basketball state tournament. And this year is unique because we have both the boys and girls tournaments going on at the same time, 6 days of amazing high school basketball action. So without further ado, let me introduce the captains for today's draft. From Class A Bellevue West, we have William Kyle. From Class B Platteview, we have Connor Milliken. From Class C1 Ashland Greenwood, we have Cale Jacobson. And from Class C2 Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family, we have Jacob Suits. On the girls' side, from Class A Fremont, we have Taylor McCabe. From Class B Elkhorn North, we have Britt Prince. From Class C1 Malcolm, we have Alyssa Fortick. And from Class C2 Hastings St. Cecilia, we have Bailey Kissinger. So we've brought together these players and we've challenged them. If you were going to pick, a playground starting five, 2 boys and 2 girls to join you, who would be those players that you think would match up and create a great starting five along with your strengths? So our rules for today, we've got 4 players from the boys' side and 4 players from the girls' side. Each of them will pick 2 boys and 2 girls to join their team. You can pick any high school basketball player who's been active this season. Doesn't matter if they made the state tournament or not. Only rule, can't pick someone on your own team and can't pick one of the other captains. And today, for our challenge, we don't have any points to judge you by, any scoring system. We just want to have fun, create some starting fives and see what would happen out there on the playground. And with all our captains joining us, let's get into the draft. First up, Alyssa, you've got first pick. Who are you looking at?
Okay, I'm going to go with Isaac Trout from Grand Island.
Good pick. One of the best scorers around for sure. All right, William, you're up next.
For the next pick, I'm gonna go with Jason Green from Miller North.
Good pick, man. You two in the paint, man. That's gonna be. I'm not putting any shots up with you two there.
Yeah, definitely would be a presence.
Awesome. All right, Britt, you're up next.
Hey, William, was it tough to come up with your first pick, or was that a no-brainer for you?
I feel like for me that was a no-brainer. It was definitely gonna be Isaac or Jason for my my first pick. If depending on what pick I got, but if I was one of the higher picks, yeah, that would be my first pick.
All right, Britt, you got the number 3 pick here.
All right, I'm gonna go with Ruthie Loomis Girdle from Bridgeport.
Yes. Have you played with her or against her at all? I mean, in like club ball or anything?
No, I haven't, but
Okay.
I've seen a lot of highlights and stuff about her. So
Okay, that's a good pick.
Awesome. All right, Cale, you got the number 4 overall pick. Who you going with?
I'm gonna take Jaden Dawson from Central.
Man, he's a good passer. Is that what you're looking at?
Passing, scoring, do a little bit of everything. So
Awesome. Taylor, you got number 5 overall pick. Who you going with?
I'm going to take Josiah Dotzler from Bell West.
Another good passer. You thinking he's going to set you up for some of those 3-pointers?
I'm hoping. I'll yell otherwise.
And we're up to Jacob with the number 6 overall pick.
I think I'm going to go with Ben Hunzecker from Lincoln Southwest.
Staying true to our Lincoln boys, he had a pretty big game last night.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Bailey, you got number 7 overall pick. Who's going to be first up on your team?
I'm gonna pick Chandler Meek from Westside. He's a senior, led his team to state, so always want winners on my team.
I like the mentality. That's awesome. All right, Connor, thanks for being patient. We got you down here with the number 8 pick. So who's going to be your first?
I'm going to take Luke Jungers from Creighton Prep.
Great forward, yeah. Have you seen him play or played with him at all?
Yeah, a couple of times. He can stretch the floor, be a post presence. So yeah.
Absolutely. All right, well, that's the end of the first round, and now we got to snake our way back. So, Connor, we're going to put you right back on the clock with your next pick.
I'm going to take Maya Scoff from Bellevue East.
Excellent scorer.
Yep.
Have you watched her play?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Okay.
All right, Bailey, who's your next winner going to be on your team then?
I'm gonna pick Quinn Johnson from Loomis. Great shooter, so
Yeah, one of the best 3-point shooters in state history there for sure. All right, Jacob, who's going to be the second player on your team then?
I'm gonna go with let's do Daniel Brocal. I don't know how you say his last name.
Yep, Brocal from Papio South. Yeah, fantastic guard for sure. All right, Taylor, we got you back on the clock. You picked Dotzler first up, so who's your second pick?
I'm gonna go with Reggie Thomas from Westside.
Second, that's our second Westside pick. Awesome. Have you seen him play at all?
Oh yeah, couple times.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Kale, you got Jaden Dawson. Who you looking to pair the two of you up with?
I'm gonna take Peyton McCabe from Scott. Thought Taylor might have taken her there, but
Yeah, what's going on, Taylor?
I didn't think anybody was gonna take her. She was gonna be my sneak hit. Wow.
Oh, I don't know about
I
that.
just saw the Omaha Scott Elkhorn North game. I couldn't let her go. So
Yeah, good pick, Kale.
Yeah, that's shaping up to be pretty good offense. Like it so far. All right, Britt, you already got Ruthie Loomis-Godel. Who you got next up?
I'm gonna go with Tate Oddbuddy from Westside.
Good pick. We're at this rate, we're gonna have the whole West Side starting five, but no, he's a great player for sure. All right, William, you and Jason, you're locking down the paint. So who's gonna be your next pickup here?
With my next pickup, I'm gonna go with Sam Hastrider from Lincoln Pius X.
Was he? He's a teammate of yours at club, right?
Yeah, Nebraska Supreme. Wish he would have went to South Dakota State with me, but he's going to Bison, so that was a little sad. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you'll see each other down the road.
Yeah.
Good pick. All right, Alyssa, we've snaked our way back to you from number one with Isaac Trout. So who are we looking at here?
I think I'm gonna go with Maya Babbitt from Millard South.
Excellent score. Have you seen her play or have you played with her?
I did a little research before making
Okay.
this, so I saw a little bit of film of her and I liked it.
What'd you like about her game?
I mean, she can score from wherever. Like, her film was 3-pointers, it was inside, it was defense, it was everything. So that's always good.
The first standout junior from the Patriots off the board.
Yep, halfway point of our Journal Star Playground draft. 16 players off the board, 16 more to go. So we're right back with you, Alyssa, at the top of the third round. Already got Isaac Trout and Maya Babbitt. Who's your third pick going to be?
Okay, well, all of my guys have gotten chosen, so I'm gonna go with a girl again. But Cora Olson from Millard South again.
Got the team chemistry going on. Love it. All right, William, you got Jason Green and Sam Hastrider. Who's your third pick?
For my third pick, I'm gonna go with the old middle school friend, Bailey Egan from Bellevue East.
The crosstown pick. I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Britt, next up, you've got Ruthie Loomis-Godel and Tate Oddbuddy. Who's your third pick?
I'm gonna go with Danila Washington from Lincoln Northeast.
Club teammate of yours, right?
Yeah, she is.
All right, Kale, our fourth pick of the third round. You got Jaden Dawson and Peyton McCabe. Who's next up?
I'm gonna go up to Wahoo and take Marcus Glock.
Strong pick. I know you had a battle with them earlier in the year for sure. All right, Taylor, you have Josiah Dotzler and Reggie Thomas already. So who's joining your team?
I'm gonna take Freddie Wallace from Lincoln Southwest.
Southwest pick. Yeah, very, very strong player. She'll do a great job in your starting five. And Jacob, you already have Ben Hunziker and Daniel Brocal. So who are we looking at here in the third round?
Let's do is Anaya Jones from Central. Is that?
Yep, Ania Jones, the sophomore point guard.
Yeah.
Yep. One of the top point guards in the state. Has some Division I interests. Good pick.
Yeah, your whole team, you got a bunch of ball handlers who can do a great job. Liking that. All right, Bailey, we've made our way back down to you. You got Chandler Meeks and Quinn Johnson already. So who's your third pick?
I'm going to pick Caitlyn Emanuel from North Bend Central. It's kind of hard for me to say that, but she is a great player. So
You had a pretty good battle with that team last year, didn't you?
yeah, yeah, it was a good game, but I'm glad we don't have to play them again. Glad we went down to C2, but it would have been fun to play them again.
Have you crossed paths with her before, like in club ball or?
Nope.
Okay.
All right, and rounding out our third round, we've got Connor back up. You have Luke Jungers, and Maya Sokoff. And who's your third pick going to be?
I'm going to take Kyle Ingwerson from Papillion La Vista.
Good pick. Yeah, he's a great all-around player. I think one of the top scorers they've had recently. All right, and that rounds out our third round. So as we get into round 4, just wanted to remind you guys again, 2 boys and 2 girls. So make sure that we're not breaking any rules here today. We got our teams all set up. So Connor, right back to you. I think you got one more girl to put on your team.
I'm going to take Anaya Webb from Central.
Excellent shooter.
Awesome. So Connor, our first player with a completed team, and now we'll make our way down and let you all fill out your team. So Bailey, you're next up. Who's going to be your final pick?
I'm going to save my best pick for last with Macy Bryant from Fremont. She's a current and future teammate of mine, so we just have good team chemistry, and she makes every team tough, so really excited to have her on my team.
That's a pretty good pick, right, Taylor?
Awesome. All right, Jacob, who's going to be your final pick?
I'm going to go with the other Loomis Scuttle and Olivia.
I was wondering when she'd go off the board too. Good pick. All right, Taylor, you got one more girl to add to your team. Who you looking at?
1 second. I'm trying to find her last name.
No, you're good. Obviously, when we get down here into the 4th round, you guys are pretty astute with your picks, so I'm sure most of these ones have been on your list already. So
I'm going to go with Megan Bell from Millard South.
yeah, great 3-point shooter up there at Millard South, and definitely all the Patriots going off just goes to show their undefeated season. Some fantastic players. So, all right, Kale, you're next up. Who's going to be your final pick?
I'm going to take Anaya Wayne from Central.
So that's the 3rd Central Eagle off the board.
Third.
Shows their firepower.
Yeah, another one of those strong teams for sure. All right, Britt, who we got to round out your starting 5?
I need a shooter, so I'm going to go with Jaden Jackson from Bell West.
Great shooter. I'm sure you've seen him do that all the time in games and practices, William, huh?
Yeah, most definitely a shooter. Yeah, he can shoot his butt off. Yeah.
Well, I know you couldn't have picked him anyway, but you're up next.
Yeah,
so
I
who are you
would've.
looking to round out your team with?
With my last pick, I'm gonna go with Brie Robinson from Lincoln High.
Really
Junior
strong
guard that has
all-around player.
Yeah, junior guard that has the Lynx back in state for the first time in a few years.
Yep.
All right, and we're back where it all started. Alyssa, you got one more pick. Who are we looking at to close out our draft?
All right. I don't think he's been called on yet but Porter Basil from Lincoln Northeast, because I'm 5'2" and I need somebody who's tall.
He definitely fits the bill. Great shot blocker and good forward. It's a nice pick there to round it out. Well, awesome. I'm looking at the list of all these teams, and you guys did a great job, I think, covering a lot of the talent, from schools around you, players you might know, club teams. And, I especially like some of you, pairing up some great forwards or great shooters who's going to play off your strengths. So I think you all did a fantastic job. Thanks for picking some of these great players and showing recognition to them.
Thanks for having us on.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you guys. I look up to you guys a lot, so you're cool.
Yeah, we're super excited to see all of you at the state tournament. It's going to be interesting. These players that you picked, are you going to go up to any of them and tell them, hey, we need to get out there on the playground. I got you on my team.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think
I
I
think
have
we
the
should make this
courage.
actually happen sometime.
That'd be
I don't
cool,
think
yeah.
I have the courage for that, but maybe.
Did any of you have a strategy to the draft, or did you have a strategy going into it?
Scores.
Ball in the hoop.
Jacob, you got a lot of ball handlers, point guards.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let them all do their thing and create, and I'll just sit in the corner and shoot some threes.
How much did your brother have any say in your team here or your
Oh, heck no.
draft board? Okay.
I'm not taking his advice.
Okay. Bailey, what do you like about your team?
I think my team has some good strengths. I mean, we don't really have that much size, but I think a lot of the summer teams that I've played on, we've never had much size, so we just play tough, and I guess it works out just playing hard. So I wanted to get a shooter with Quinn, and then obviously I was going to pick Isaac Trout first if I had first pick. So a lot of my boys that I was going to pick had already gotten picked in front of me, so I just had to keep going down the list, but happy with my team.
What about you, Taylor? What do you like about your team?
I think we're just gonna have a good time. I think we're all scorers, but we're all people who can just have fun. And so same thing, I was just going through my list, so I wasn't really going for anything specific. But they're good kids and they're all fun people, so that's cool.
Did anybody take did someone steal somebody's player that, gosh, why'd you take that person from me? Besides,
You took my sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever took Quinn Johnson, I wanted him.
Okay.
I was also gonna pick Peyton too, so.
William, I think you might have the tallest team out there with you, Jason, and Sam Hostreiter too. So you got 2 ball handling guards with your last 2 picks too. So that was good to round it out.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to get some supreme guys in there. Definitely have the chemistry with Sam and Jason, and with me and Jason being 2 of the leading shot blockers in Class A. Defensive presence is definitely there too. And with Bailey Egan, her paint presence is there, and then Brie Robinson, a really good guard too as well.
For sure, yeah. And I mean, Kale, looking at your team too, I said, Jayden's great with the ball. Obviously, Peyton and Marcus are going to be deadly from 3-point range, and Ania Webb too. That's a pretty strong shooting starting 5.
Yeah, for sure. We'll play a lot in transition. Defense, I mean, questionable, but we'll get out and run.
Hey, this is the playground. We don't play defense out here.
That's what I'm thinking.
Was Isaac at the top of everyone's draft board?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Did anybody else not have Isaac? Someone else? All right.
That's our consensus number 1.
Yeah, he's the consensus number 1. All right. He's Joe Burrow.
Well, awesome. Thank you to all of you for joining us. It's a fantastic experience, and we really appreciate all of you, putting the time in to research these players and give some recognition to them. So thanks.
Yeah, and good luck at the state tournament next week.
Yeah, we'll see all of you in Lincoln.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Good luck to everybody.
You too.
Good luck.
Good luck. Good luck, you guys.
Good luck, guys.
See ya.